what you do, get down on the floor, shake your body so nice. Everybody just get down in the place to be. Forget your cares at the door, most definitely. That's right.
Welcome back to OJ and Friends. Long overdue. I did a thing, and my friend, my guest friend, interviewer person, is going to ask me about that thing. So, yeah, let's go.
So you were in Japan recently.
Was I there?
Yes.
Yes, I was.
Oh my God, yes. Tell the good people, well, tell me, this is our conversation. Why Japan? Also, let me start you off with a few layers. Why Japan? Why now?
Why Japan? When I was growing up, my dad used to travel a lot, like a lot. This one time he came back from Japan. He came back with a vase and a gown. It wasn't a kimono because it's different.
Yes.
A gown. And I was just like, what is this material? What is this pattern? I was fascinated. And then I went down this rabbit hole of, encyclopedia. We didn't have internet back then. We didn't have Google
So children.
Sure.
An encyclopedia is a collection of books that we used to find information before we had the internet, where you could just Google things.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that was my thing. And then on the news, if they were like, I'd be like, oh, what's happening over there? So I got curious about it then and then.
Did you have those Britannica ones?
Stop playing. I had all of them.
So you were curious since that time?
Yeah. And I was probably like 10 or 12.
And then, of course, TV.
Oh, of course. Like every time you see a sample of the place, you're just like, give me more. Well, give me more.
And this is as an adult, because I know I've been curious about Japan for the longest time.
Yeah. And why now? Was your second part of the question?
Yes, why now?
Because I could afford to now. That's it. It's not that deep. If I could have done it earlier. Oh, also, honestly, the stars aligned now better. And I've been trying to do this the last 3 years. They aligned now it made sense because I never travel to a country where I don't know anyone because I do solo trips all the time.
I get you. Yeah, you do sort of have friends all over the world. You've got hoes.
I got hoes. Hey,
in different
area
codes.
Yeah.
You're a hoe.
Sure. Who's gonna edit it? Where's my editor?
No, we're leaving that in.
But that's why it's called OJ and Friends. So the friends are everywhere.
No, this is hard-hitting journalism.
Yes.
And why Yokosuka as your first landing spot? Not necessarily where you touched down when you got there, but why Yokosuka?
My home base.
Yeah.
Because that's where my homie was at. I needed to be close to where my homie Chris was staying because I didn't want to be in a place where I have to travel an hour or 30 minutes to be with him and then do the activities. And they're taking
and not feel lost.
Yes.
You know?
So I was just like, if it's familiar to you, you'll show me how to and where to, and then it'll be easy to navigate.
So true.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. And it makes life so much easier when you have somebody there who cares about you. The likelihood of you being scammed as a tourist is...
Or getting lost.
True.
True. In Russia.
True.
Human trafficked. Because I am portable.
So, did you feel fat in Japan?
This is the second time a niggas is going to ask me this question.
These are relevant
And
questions.
all I want to say is hell yes.
And a disclaimer, you are not fat by any definition of the word.
I don't even care at this
But
point.
you're an African woman.
Let me...
Right? So did you just feel like, oh, Lord,
should I eat
all this ass?
water and air only?
All this ass amongst all these little ass Asians.
The only time I felt fat was when I used the bathroom. We spoke about it, right? So all the bathrooms, I'll insert a picture. All the bathrooms are different, and they're all with the,
They got the kung fu sign.
Yes. So all the bathrooms are different. One time it flashes on the wall. One time it auto flashes. One time the thing, it says in English, if you ever find English, it's on the thing against the back of the thing like ours, but not the press one, like a touch sensor thing. But the ones that are auto flashing also, because they are not used to ATMs, right? So you sit, and if you move close to the back enough, it auto flashes. So I was just there, and the thing was auto flashing the whole time. That's when I realized, oh, this is not designed for me.
So your booty was all the way back to the sensor of the toilet.
I didn't
just sitting down.
I don't know where the sensor was, but the sensor was triggered. The sensor was feeling sensitive. Okay.
Burdensome. You were just dragging that thing all over Japan.
I was doing God's work. Okay. I was doing God's work, just letting them know. TIA, this is Africa. Okay. But yeah.
And is there a particular thing that made you feel like, oh, I'm not home? Like, I suppose I'm asking of that moment of culture shock where you just felt like, oh, this ain't home no more.
Yeah, I think it was day 3. Day 3, because the first 2 days I slept. Because never mind the journey, I was tired. The journey is long. It's long as shit.
A little mix of old age, sprinkled in with some jet lag.
Where's my editor?
Sprinkled in.
We're deleting this, right?
You know,
Just
just
cut.
no. This is live.
Day 3, when we went to Yokohama, the train station when we got to, one of these damn stations. I don't know if it was Yokohama or if it was, I think it was Yokohama. Yeah, before we got off.
Yeah.
That's when I saw the number of people. That's the first time I was like, what's the population here?
Because you think when you're in small street Johannesburg, you think it's crowded.
Groupies.
Yeah.
And then I get there and I'm like, what is this?
Damn.
Yeah. That's the culture shock thing. And the number of food shops. Just every time we left the apartment, it smelled like food.
Really?
Every damn day. And that's when I was like, hi man, where are we? And then but
that leads me to my next question. What did you eat? What did you really enjoy
food wise?
What did you really enjoy food wise that you didn't experience? Cause the world is so much smaller nowadays. We eat sushi and we think we're getting a taste of the experience, right? So what did you eat? What did you eat that side that you've had here?
That you were like, oh shit.
And then you tasted it there and you're like, oh, we're eating nonsense. If you had that experience. Okay. And then what other stuff did you experience just in terms of food where you're like, I really like this, or I'd never eat this again, or I wish you didn't tell me what was in that and I would have been happy to eat it,
Gosh, when you say I wish you didn't tell me it was in that, I'm thinking, thank God I wasn't in China. I'm kidding. The thing that I ate that did blow my mind was the sushi. I also had it once because I know the sushi there. I expected the sushi there to be different from here.
True.
Their sushi there is very fish heavy. Our sushi here is rice heavy. Their sushi is very.
I saw from the pictures
video?
you sent me. Yeah. It would be a piece of fish and a bit of rice underneath it.
Like a tiny little ball.
Whereas here it's rice and a itty bitty little piece of
fish, seaweed, cucumbers,
it's some salmon.
Yeah.
So how was that?
I like our rice sushi, guys.
Yeah.
I'm so used to our sushi, guys.
Was it too much raw meat for you?
It was
to
overwhelming.
Consume?
It was overwhelming. But I like the clean.
Oh, you don't like it raw? Oh. Okay. Shameful.
Yeah, no. But I loved that I could taste the different fishes. And when he was saying, this is what fish, I was just like, oh, dear. Because this chew different. Because I was chewing through the damn thing. I was just like, I can't swallow this. This is a lot. But it was good. It was fresh.
And do you feel like if you'd spent more time there, you'd eventually get accustomed to that and get comfortable with eating that way?
No.
Damn.
Not sushi, maybe something else.
I get you.
But even the food isn't abana variety.
They eat what they eat.
Yes, it's very seafood heavy. The beef doesn't blow my mind.
But it's really a big island, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's a big island.
Yeah, but I don't know why but there's this hype about Wagyu beef everywhere in the world. So you think when you go to the country of Wagyu,
It'll be there.
oh my God. And then you get there, and first it's overpriced. Please don't buy Wagyu beef in Japan at the Tsujiki market. Or whatever, that market. I'll put the name in. Don't. It's overpriced, and it's just like underwhelming. It was underwhelming for me.
I get you.
Kobe beef
for your poor ass. For your poor ass palate.
For my diverse worldly
It's
palate.
because you are poor. That's why that rich food tasted horrible to you. It's because you are poor.
It's because I am a spoiled South African who is spoiled for choice here at home.
We truly
like
are.
Guys, we really do. Like every time I travel, this. Every
Yes.
time anyone travels, we come home and we're like, yo, we have it good. Once again, I have come home. Before I even got home, I was still like, we have it good. We have it really, really, really good.
Yeah.
So no, Kobe beef, much better. Spend your money on that.
I get you.
Waste your money on Wagyu.
How did you navigate the language barrier? Assuming there was one?
Yeah. And they're not even trying to do the whole, let's accommodate the tourists. Let's put up English.
Which is fair.
I loved it, honestly. I loved it. It's just everywhere, the signage, and then there'll be English wording to say what the name of the place is. But it wouldn't be like this line for this train, line JR, is go upstairs, go 10. No.
It's the Kung Fu gang signs.
I didn't call it that, but you know what I mean. So yeah, it was that. And I was just like, yo, they ain't even trying, dog. So how did I navigate? I had an American who lives there who could navigate for me. But also Google Maps is your friend, guys.
Yeah.
Google Translate is a lifesaver.
Oh my God.
Because when he was doing something else, I was just there like, oh, that's what they're trying to say the whole time.
Thank God for technology. They are world famous for their super efficient public transport system. How was that experience for you?
Boy! Okay, so before I answer the super efficiency, I just want to talk about the delusion or the idea, I think more than I have, about how high tech is supposed to be there.
Yeah.
And it's not as super high tech. And I don't think it's as high tech as I thought. And maybe it's because of the population, because I don't think you enjoy things fully when you don't see and you're just, what I mean? So I'm used to the how train is fast, sometimes it's empty, sometimes it's full, but it's still like we're not 100 million of us in the train.
True.
So there's 100 million of us on the train. The train is fast,
but also
I can't enjoy it because
just you are here.
Everyone is around me all the time. But it is efficient. It's very orderly. Kuna malaini la pansi that like tell you which line you're going to, and each door, and the train stops where, guys, this is wild for me. This is the thing that blew my mind. So there's these little boom gates or these little glass things that slide down or open, where every time the train stops, the door will be directly opposite with where you're standing. So you don't stand and wait and hope that the door will open where you're standing. It will open where it's marked.
I get you. For example, on the Gautrain, I stand anywhere. Sometimes it's a 4-coach train. Sometimes it's an 8-coach train. Sometimes I'm in the front or far back. So you have to be at the door
where it's marked that
it's marked for you and your destination. Damn.
So orderly to the T. Ooh. The train driver knows which I must start braking there if the door must. If they don't just.
That's hectic. So iquantum yakhona ngale.
Iquantum yakhona mari iquantum ene aircon. Noma ngabe si 100 million kune aircon, guys. So
Oh my
I was living for that
God.
aircon, guys, because it gets like I was. But sometimes because it's off peak, they're at work and we're doing touristy things. It wasn't full, but yeah. So it was a really, really cool experience. There's too much walking though.
Thank you for triggering my next question, because I remember we had a conversation about that.
When I was there.
Yeah, your life in Yokosuka, where you were just like, oh, I have to walk everywhere, blah blah blah. And I'm gonna mix this question in with another one. So the walking to get everywhere, and how people behave in public. Because I suppose that's another cultural thing. How people behave in public, in traffic,
In the train, outside the
in
train.
the train, outside the train. How was that? Are they friendly people? Do they keep to themselves? Are they respectful? Were they curious about your black skin? Because of course, I'm sure you stood out like a sore thumb. How was that experience for you? Just experiencing the people, because the country and its infrastructure is one thing.
The people make the land, the place.
But the people make the place what it is.
Yeah. Yes, they are respectful, very respectful. But there were many moments where I could see someone is taking a picture of me. Like, you can just see who's on the camera lena. Manje say lana, and you can see I got text you or adjust the camera. And I mean, the first couple of times it happened, I'd pull my hair down because
oh my God, look. Did you even know an ass could get that big? Oh my God.
I was sitting down, so they're looking at my face.
Yes.
Stop. So the first couple of times it happened, I was like, these nigga parents.
Why is she so big?
Their lips, they get like this. What did she inject in him? No. It's natural. So I take my hair down and I turn. If they're taking a picture, do what you need to do. The second, third time, I was like, no, wait a minute. Why am I not doing the same thing? So every time I'd see a camera in my face, I'd whip out my camera. So I was like, you doing it? I'm doing it. I guess it's both of us.
Fair. Because I experienced, and this question is coming also from a little bit of my own personal experience in China.
How was it?
It was crazy. But especially the thing of people just pulling out cameras like, oh my God.
Look, it's here. They make them like these.
But anyway, this is not about me. This is not about me.
So, yeah, I did. They're very, very...
They're respectful,
but
they're curious.
Yes, gunok tatazela also, where you if they find you on the train, a couple of times it's happened. Also, it was mostly the older gen. They would come in.
They freaked out a little bit,
like oh shit. They'd see the chairs next to me is free.
Yeah.
Chris is standing because he's like, I don't want to sit. We're in the next station. I hated the walking. My feet were so every tight. So I was like, every chance I get to sit, I'm sitting. So. You would even hear that announcement on the train. Please make way for elderly people that are pregnant, women with children. Cool. Many times I offered like an older man or woman to sit, and they'd be like, no, it's cool, you sit. But the one couple of times an older person would come in and they'd see the seat next to me is empty. And then you ambona ukuthi ufuna isitulo, and then as soon as abona ukuthi isitulo siseceleni kwami, umbona ukuthi athi hayi ngafanele ngibambelele ngiwe ne. A young zagaza of panic. I would die. I would just be like, nigga, please, I must.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
I just
let's hope it's not a
racial thing.
Yeah,
I think it was a shock thing or discomfort for them because they're like, if I sit, what do I talk to her? I don't know what they're like. Most of the time they would just sit and nobody cared. The young ones don't care. They're just like,
young people are the same everywhere.
Yeah, they
don't
just
give a fuck.
didn't care, bro. And I loved it. I was just like, oh God, yay.
That's amazing.
But they were the ones who were like, I want to show Jen that I saw this.
They didn't poke you.
No.
Is it alive?
Does it breathe like me? No, they did not.
Maybe I must challenge it to a duel. And how far did your money go? Did you? Because when you cross borders, cross seas,
I just want to say, Cupcake, do something. Cupcake, do something.
How far did your money go there?
It did not go far, my guy.
Damn.
And our currency is stronger than theirs, much stronger. I wanted to go to Osaka, I couldn't go. I wanted to go to Kyoto, I couldn't go because it was really far from where I am. 8 hours by train, 3.5 hours by bullet train, $150 one way.
On the bullet train?
Yeah. I was like,
God damn.
I still gotta get off the train, get myself a drink, go to the market.
That's just under three grand one way.
One way, my guy.
Oh hell no.
I was like, no.
Oh hell.
Osaka will see me in 2026.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But you can do things with the rand. You can also, if you're not going to be like stressing yourself and calculating, so what you do is accumulate as much dollars as you can before you travel. That's what I do. I just bought a lot of forex, and when the rand was behaving 2 weeks before, I was there. So yeah, just buy dollars, get your forex card.
Nizwile. Also, would you say gasizungaba uthathekile?
Lizophela.
Gasizungaba uthathekile.
Ziningi lezinto lapha, dog. Like if you like tech, if you like digital art, if you like the anime scene, uzophela.
That's a quota.
If you go ungablandanga futhi, because the toy shops, there are many.
Oh God.
The anime shops, there are many. I didn't even bother because that's not my vibe.
Okay, so we've covered food, infrastructure to a certain extent. How tall are the buildings?
Yeah, now that you said infrastructure, I was just like, can we talk about how beautiful?
How tall are the buildings? How beautiful is the land? And also, because what I'm always exposed to when I see Japan on socials is you see these crazy colors and people just dressed in the weirdest things.
Okay, now you want to talk about fashion?
And yeah, all of that.
God.
How is that? And also, because when you go out into the street, there's certain music you hear. What are the sounds and sights of?
Man, you're asking 16 questions.
It's okay.
Okay, let's do infrastructure quickly. It's very okay. So where I was staying, small town vibes. Buildings are about the height of Randburg, Sandton, not as tall. It drop in Nakona. Sandton buildings are actually quite tall. It's a very small place where I was staying. It's a small town.
Yokosuka.
So, yeah, Yokosuka. And Yokosuka, as the Americans say. So the buildings would be like 5-6 stories, 10 at most, if it's an apartment building. And then Yokohama, which was the closest town, or city actually, because it's huge. It's like Joburg, but
the Yokohama we see on
the Yokohama
on the
tires, yes.
Here at home.
Yo, everything that is a brand here is actually a city there.
I love that.
Everything. Kawasaki is a city. Yokohama is a city. Listen, name it, it's a city there. The Yokohama is like Joburg, but super clean and modern. Super. Listen, the one time that I did see.
Niezwa nina.
What's a nina?
Cleanliness.
The one time that I did see ibhodlela ngaphansi kwebridge, ibhodlela lamanzi, like a plastic bottle.
Yeah.
Did I not celebrate like a crazy person? Ukuthi yeah, ngimtholile, niyangqolisa.
Out of all 160 million of you, one of you
is a fail pop.
Hang them now.
Hang them now. Yeah, but also I was coming from the perspective, why are you doing this to us? You see how we're living. It's beautiful. The buildings are like sky rises. It reminded me of Toronto. Like very, yeah. It's clean, bruh. In the city at night, you can see like 7 blocks down because.
Damn.
Oh, I know. It's gorgeous. It's my favorite place so far, Yokohama.
And just noise level.
Oh man, It's not wild. They don't hoot. They don't use their hooters as much.
That's exactly what I was gonna ask. Are they hooting? Are they yelling futak or whatever their equivalent
I
of?
don't think I
"Futak,
actually
Trailaga,
ever
Bwana."
heard a hooter there.
Damn.
Ew, that's a wild thing because
I had the same experience in Guangzhou, China.
no hooter
I didn't hear a single
ever.
hooter.
So you hear cars, you hear people, or all the other things. Like, you know, mhlambe a shop is playing music or...
Yeah.
But no. What's the noise in the city?
wow.
It's just
Oh, wow.
cars, movement.
It's ambient noise.
Yes. Humans, birds. Jesus.
So no one yelled Vimba and as someone was
Oh, I had my phone out the whole time because I was deep into this mode. So I'd just be walking like this. So no one was
oh
vimbing
wow.
anything.
Sounds like a dream. Sounds like
Yeah.
a dream.
It was dope. Fashion. Because I became that person from that train experience who just
Yeah.
would take random photos of people from... Okay, there's this age gap thing. The young ones are young, uniform, or and if it's a weekend thing,
Yeah.
there's I think the age from 16 till 25 is getting
Damn.
And I mean, I've never seen so many different versions of miniskirts in my life.
I suppose they can get away with it. Ngoba.
There was this one girl who was wearing short shorts and like her bottom of the bum cheek was sticking out. And I just didn't expect that there because they're not a hypersexual nation in terms of like, when you're there, it doesn't feel like you're being sexualized when you're not dressed. It just feels like you're going through the age group and that's what you wear in that age. That's what
I
it
hear
feels
you.
like for me as a female. But as a guy, I don't know. So that time,
Yeah,
when
also because you wouldn't know because you don't have that lens.
I don't. What lens? What lens are you-
Never mind.
The fashion was not as wild as I expected it to
Yeah.
be, but the skirts were short skirts.
But do you think that's a result of us here, or rather, let me say, do you think that's a result of how small the world has gotten and how intermingled culturally because of the internet, because of TV, of multiple different things, and how culturally colonized we've become
All of
also
us.
as Africans?
Thank you
that-
for using the word colonized because
Yeah.
Okay, let me do the fashion and then I'll speak to the colonization. In Tokyo, the fashion is in your face where you can see, this is the Japanese fashion we see on TV where it's very distinct, very bold. Even if they do the traditional thing of black, you know how the fashion capitals like to say black, unique, clean, wah, 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 wah.
Yeah.
But they still like mash it up really well with like a really bold color polo neck and a giant platform. Platform is standard lapan.
Yeah.
If you're a fashionista. So every type of platform exists, every type of short skirt. And then they love color. And then they do over the top accessorizing, like with
Of
the little
course.
keychains or the studs or the things. It's just that I saw a lot of in
So
Tokyo.
the things that we saw on TV of what Japan was back in the 90s. I get you.
Yeah. And then how they advertise the girls with the little short skirts. The performing girls. I don't know what they're called, but they are there in the city in Tokyo, but not everywhere. So if you get off the train at Tokyo Square and
They're there.
go wild lap. Go wild. And they're just there handing out flyers. There's this one who refused to give me a flyer when I get in Zoktola went. Who refused to give me a flyer because she said, "Oh no, you're not the target market." She said it in Japanese, and I knew what that was saying. But other girls gave me flyers. They even came. I was just like,
Wow.
"This
Now I'm curious what she was selling. You know, like
I also was just like,
maybe she was promoting a gentleman's club.
yeah, maybe because they do exist and there are many. Talking about gentlemen's clubs and things. Every time I saw a pregnant person, I took a picture. Because you know the stats about how Japanese people, population decline, they're not getting...
Yeah.
Yo, what I saw...
Population collapse.
That's the...
like
that's how they're
literally,
making it seem.
like they're begging them to make children.
And then I saw pregnant people every day. Every day I'd see a pregnant... I'll give you a collage of the pregnant people. So I didn't understand why they were like, yeah, the number of people. I think maybe in Korea, guys, Japanese people are having sex. Let's not flex. Let's not lie.
Maybe whatever program they implemented is starting to bear fruit.
What program?
A program to encourage citizens to make children.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe, I don't know what the population estimate should have been or where they're supposed to be projection-wise. But, those people are...
My last few questions. Would you go back? What did you feel you missed out on while you were there that you desperately wanted to do? And would you recommend it?
Would I go back? Hell yeah. Yes. Because I really, really wanted to go to Osaka because it's called Japan's Kitchen and I love food, this. And I mean, because I felt like the variety of food I had experienced in the places I'd gone to, Tokyo, Yokohama, Kimikura, were just not like blowing my mind. I was like, I'll find something there. But then God and my pocket, they were like, maybe not now, babes. Maybe not now. So I'd definitely go back. Would I recommend it? Go.
Absolutely.
Take your kids, take your grandma. And if you have kids, they have a Disneyland there. And my grown-ass had to go. So take your kids, go to Disney.
Could you even fit on the rides that were designed for locals?
What rides? I didn't see no rides. There were no rides over there. What rides? This nigga making up rides. No, it's mostly experiences at Disney. They have the mansions, the houses or whatever. Cinderella's house, whoever's house, Snow White, haunted mansion, wah. So you go in and then it's an experience in there.
Oh, I
see. Have like train tracks and they've just... the amount of creativity that goes into these houses. My mind was blown. I was just like, because Tina, we're really good with our hands creatively. Yeah. I just looked at everything and I was like, come on, Sauda. Come on.
We could be doing so much more. We could be doing so much more.
I was just like, because when I look at our sets, when we go to watch theater or even just movies, I'm like, we do amazing things.
So there are people who are living the full expression of their being in their land, in the land of their forefathers that they own.
So, first night when we went to Yokohama, we'd gone to a BFS. I'm walking in the street, of course, with my camera like the person I am.
Like the tourist you are.
I was. The first building that I saw that hinted at the colonizer being there, did I not yell out, the colonizer was here.
So annoying.
And then Chris was like, what do you mean? I was like, this structure, we know it very well at home. This architecture here, we know it very well. And then I was like, look around and look at this building. And then he was like, I see what you mean. So, there are hints of the colonizer clearly having been there.
I'm so happy you got to get out of your regular life. And thank you for letting us in to that experience. And I hope we get to do this again soon, having checked out yet another country and experienced the world.
this nigga. This nigga said, "Would you like a prayer tablet?" And I said, "Oh, is that what this is?" And he said, "Yeah." What did you say? Woo!
Angifuna omunye
watching. Thank you for coming back to the mothership. Yeah.
Cheers.